set the mood for our films. By that I mean they create weather, like rain and snow and sleet, all kinds of cool stuff. Sometimes they use computer-generated imagery to create that weather, and sometimes they use what is called a practical effect. So a practical effect is an effect that is tangible, it can be touched. So like, if I were to use VFX blood, it would just be computer-generated images of blood. If I were to use practical blood, I would use like, maybe what they used in Psycho, which was chocolate syrup. In the original Psycho, they just slung chocolate syrup everywhere. That's a practical effect. Now, they use special blood that they make either in a prop house or they'll order it from a special effects store. And what they'll make it out of is either like blue laundry dye, like so they have like the blue laundry detergent, and then they'll mix that with a little bit of red. And most people think, wait, isn't that purple? No, it makes it kind of a dark blue color. And so they'll either use that so that it washes out of clothes, or if they're going to put it all over someone's face, they use corn syrup. And they'll mix a little blue dye and red dye and a little bit of chocolate syrup in so that it still tastes good and it's not going to, get in their eyes and burn them and make them hurt. So those are called practical effects, and I get to show you a practical effect. I get to show you how we make rain here on the back lot. But before that, a little weather forecast from Al Roker.
Hi everybody, here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry.
What's that?
Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street, and we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Drive.
And everywhere else today.
Forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the lot.
That's not good. That's where we're going. Alright, so here we are. Now, in Southern California, we don't often get the rain that you see right now. Normally it's sunny and dry about 387 days out of the year. So luckily today we got some rain. However, we don't often get the thunderstorms either. Now the thundering sounds that you hear right now, these were done in a Foley lab named after Jack Foley. He created the sounds for the first movies with sound called talkies. Now they're just called movies. The rain that you see is sprayed from tall spouts in the sky. It falls naturally to the earth. That's pretty much it. Ta-da! That's how we make rain. We put an actor underneath it, put a camera behind him, and there you go. This will only last a few seconds and we'll shut it off. Why isn't it shutting off? Are all the animation stuff on today? What's going on? We really got Oh no, okay, that's not good. Cars 3 and 4, you're gonna get more wet than you already are. I know it's car 2. Car 2, you're gonna get more wet. This is how we use that Big Fat Liar starring Paul Giamatti. Say Rich.
You can't run the whole kid! You never pussy about that.
And what you didn't know is all the rain today was created by us. To sell ponchos. Ta-da! Yeah! Now, the area we're in right now is called Old Mexico. Old Mexico was Tortuga and Pirates of the Caribbean. It was China and Hop. And it was Mexico and the Three Amigos starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. Now we moved to Mexico's natural next-door neighbor and the place I call home. Welcome to 6 Points, Texas, y'all. Here at 6 Points, Texas, we can film 6 silent movies at one time, almost 250 silent movies per year. But we don't just film silent movies on this here lot.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this town don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot.
I heard this where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim to shoot you.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky your shop.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, fella.
Oh, you can count on it, now. Yeah.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just gotta talk it out, that's all.
There it was, Jimmy Fallon on one of the oldest sets on the Universal lot. Also had some of the most legendary actors walk those streets. One of the oldest sets to one of our classic sets. If you look out here beyond the trees, there's a body of water. That body of water is the lagoon.
The day that we were on the scene where the
creature from the Black Lagoon.
Me, and then he comes up with me and his arms in this underwater cave. They had forgotten to heat the water, and it was November, so it was so cold. And of course, I was supposed to be unconscious, and I'm trying not to quiver from the cold. So we had our funny moments.
She still uses words like quiver. Now from the Black Lagoon to one of our most historic sets. This was Spain and City Slickers. This was Rome and Angels and Demons. This is where we had Will Turner's Sword Shop and Pirates of the Caribbean. This is what we call Little Europe. It could be any city in Europe. All we have to do is change the language on the signs, the set dressings. We shot parts of Buffy the Vampire Slayer here. Angel also shot in this location, the spin-off to that. That's what's most important. This is the birthplace of the monster movie, the history that is here in Little Europe. Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, Dracula, they all started right here. On the right-hand side, we have the Court of Miracles, where the original Hunchback was tied down in Hunchback of Notre Dame, where Frankenstein's monster was attacked by angry villagers in the original Frankenstein. We had two different versions of Dracula filmed in this location. The English version during the day, and the Spanish version at night. And if you look to the right, you can wave goodbye to the Invisible Man. Get it? Because he looks like this. And that is what's most important about Little Europe. The monster movie. The monster movie single-handedly pulls Universal Studios through the Depression. And every monster movie that you see today was inspired by the ones that started right here at Universal. Now these production trailers on Home and Family. Home and Family films on the Hallmark Channel. It's got Mark Steinitz and Christina Ferrari. Stars like Betty White and Kenny G walk in and out